Welcome, lovely people. Hi. So this is going to be a shorter practice today. We're going to play with some kind of centering around the middle of the body. So we're going to work a little bit of core work, but also kind of, experiment with this kind of energetic drawing to center and a little bit on balance as well. So we'll do a bit of balancing work before we've done too much core work. Then we're going to come back to that, and it can kind of be fun to play and notice how sometimes things will shift, how we might be able to give ourselves a little bit more support. And I think we will get straight into it. We'll still start with a little bit of time in stillness, so feel free to be seated or lie down. Use any props or anything that will be helpful, that will support you. And then once you've found where you'd like to be, allowing the eyes to lower. The face to begin to soften. And just gently beginning to ground in the body, to ground in the space. Giving yourself permission to start to let go of your day so far. And you can use the breath to gently start to find this gathering of your awareness and of your attention. And start to bring it into the body. Something we can kind of link onto this balancing and centering theme is this principle called Asteya that I've been chatting about a little bit this week. Asteya translates as non-stealing, which in many ways might seem like something that is relatively easy not to do on a yoga mat, but there are so many subtler ways that we can sort of approach this principle, this non-stealing principle, whether it's kind of getting into the subtleties of the way that we might quote unquote steal our own awareness, our own energy, drain ourselves. I know for me it's very easy to get lost into my phone when it's not work. It's easy to let my awareness or go to places that don't serve me. There are all of these subtle ways we can think about this principle. But one of my favorite sort of interpretations of it is we think about what really non-stealing is. We can kind of counter that by a giving. So if you think about all of the energy and patience and dedication and care that you give out throughout your day, your work, your life, practice is your time to take that back inwards, to start to nourish from the inside. So if you'd like to, you can view that as another part of the balancing we'll play with today. The breath being this reminder and this drawing back into practice, drawing back into feel. So anchoring onto the breath. You can keep it steady. Or start to find your ujjayi gently controlling the breath in the back of the throat. We'll start to sync together movement and breath. Your next inhale, we're going to sweep up the arms, look to the hands. And as you exhale, draw it down. One more just like that, your own pace. Inhaling to expand, to lift. Exhaling down. We're going to lift the arms up one more time. And then making your way to a tabletop position. You can roll over your knees or take them out to the side. We're going to play with a 4-point reach here. This is going to be a nice way to start to get into some of this balancing and centering work. So we'll begin with the knees down. As you inhale, peeling up the right arm, open up the chest, tracing the exhale. As you bring the arm back down, switching sides, inhaling left, up, open up. Exhaling down. Inhale, right leg back behind you. Exhale back. Same with the left leg. And back. Now we'll take a cat-cow. Inhale to open the chest, ease into the body. Exhale to round. We're going to take those same movements again, that kind of 4-point reach. You can keep it as it was, or if you want to fire it up a little more, tucking the toes and floating the knees. We nickname this one beast pose. Is going to engage a little more around the core. Same pattern of movement. Inhale the right arm up. Exhaling it down. Switching sides, inhaling the left arm up, bringing it down, inhaling the right leg back behind you, bringing it down, trying to keep the hips square if you can, the knees low. Inhale, left leg back, and down. Drop the knees. Let's cat-cow. Inhale, opens. Exhale, rounds, and at the end of your exhale, starting to make your way to your downward facing dog, taking your time to start to move in a way that welcomes you in. So whether that is staying in stillness today, whether you want to bend one leg then the other, you can explore leg lifts, just start to see what feels right today, welcoming yourself in, and as much as you can, keeping the breath with you. As we just start to feel into the body, start to take care of it with the movements. When you feel ready, we're going to start to come towards the top of the mat. So you can come to your tiptoes, look forwards, whether it's a big step, a tiptoe or a jump. We're going to meet with the feet at the top of the mat. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale to fold. One more like that. Inhale, half lift. Exhale back down. So we're going to play with a little balance from here. Inhale, come back up halfway. You can sweep your fingertips towards your glutes and start to think of a little back bend. Heart comes forwards. Begin with the weight on your heels, like you were trying to lift the toes. Try, keep the breath steady. You can stay, or you can shift the weight now to your tiptoes and lift up the heels. One more breath. Then at your own pace, we're slowly going to start to rise up to upright. Think about engaging the backs of the legs. The heels are lifted, try to keep them lifted. One more inhale. And exhaling to ground. So for this next little sequence, it's going to be really nice if you've got some blocks you can use or something you can press the hands down into. If you're a person where hands flat on the ground is quite comfortable, you're welcome to be there. I'm going to take this with blocks today. And having your blocks or your hands, so they come kind of just out to the diagonal of either foot, we're going to play with some half moon variations. So we're going to start, weight on the right foot, come onto your left big toe, find your breath again. Find the focus. We're going to inhale to start to lift. Then as you exhale, we're going to work a warrior 3. So making a long line in the body. Top of the head forwards, big toe back. Think about lifting the heart. If you want support, you can take the toe down. Or if you want to test your balance, we're going to start to tip that angle of the body and see if you can go a little further than you might normally. So this would be a variation we call toppling tree if you've come to the balance. Going to take one more breath. Then as slowly as you can, we're going to take the right hand down to your block or to the ground. Left hand's going to find your hip, and we're going to slowly, tricky transition, begin to open this into our half moon. So beginning to tip the chest to open to the long edge of your mat, really activate that back foot. Use your foot to stabilize. You can look to the left hand. And then exhale, we're going to bring it back to warrior 3. So you're going to turn down the hip. See if you can slowly lift the weight out your right hand. And then we're going to go twisted half moon. So left hand's going to go back to that same block. First, find the balance. Tip that right hip back, lift the chest. Then you can keep rotating as you start to find that stability. Press down through your left hand. Maybe you can look to the ceiling. Might make you wobble, that's all good. One more breath. And then we take the feet down. Take a little wiggle out, side to side. The back and the neck soften. And then we're just going to release out that right glute. So let's inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, flex the foot. Start to drop the hips, figure four. You can stay here. You can play with dropping the elbows down if you like, but keep lifting the chest. If you feel like arm balancing, you can go to your Galavasana, your flying pigeon here. One more breath. We're all gonna meet. Feet back on the ground. Take a big shrug of the shoulders up. And exhale it out. Straight to second side. Shift your weight to the left foot. Come to right big toe. We're going to inhale to start to lift. Start with that warrior three. So again, you can find the length, big toe on the ground. Maybe you want to stay here or keep tipping that length. Top of the head forward, big toes back. Do your best to keep the eyes soft and the breath steady. One more here. Then let's open it out to that half moon. Left hand finds your block or the ground. So you start to peel up the right hip. Really activate from that back foot. If you're quite naturally bendy in your spine, you might want to back bend a little bit. Engage the core just a bit more to counter. One more breath. Now tricky transition. Start to look down. We're going back through warrior three. Keep that right leg lifted and we're switching hands. So you might want to de-rotate a little bit just by moving your block closer. Right hand finds the block. Pull the left hip back and think about opening up the chest. One more breath. And we'll take feet to the ground to let that go. Okay. Last little bit, we'll release out that left glute. Inhale the leg up. Flex the foot, sit the hips low, heart to thumbs. One more breath in. Maybe you sink just a little lower. And then we take feet to the ground. Let's shrug the shoulders up. Inhale. Sigh it out. Letting it go. So now we're going to play a little bit more with the core. If you can, having some socks will be really helpful. For me, just because of the space I have to film, I'm going to do it on my mat. If you have a tiled surface or a slippier floor, might be really helpful. Socks are going to be great, or you can put something underneath your feet so we've got a bit of kind of sliding traction. So take your blocks, or you can take this hands on the ground. It'll be a little bit more challenging. You're going to come down to a squat position, and we're going to see if we can press ourselves back to a plank. So you're going to inhale, lean forwards. So you exhale, maybe one leg at a time, pressing it back. Let's find that same motion forwards. Bend the knees, look forward. See if you can slide the feet up. Same thing back, inhale. Exhale, maybe one leg at a time. Press it back. Take it down. Take a shrug of the shoulders up. Big sigh. Straight into a couple banded lifts. Exhale, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, press down. Maybe you can lift the knees, the hips, or the toes. One more breath. Take it down. Give your arms a shake. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale to press. Think of drawing in and up. And back down. Okay, last little bit. We're going to bring the feet forward. So same. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can bring your feet through. And we'll go boat to low boat. So your blocks can come out to the side. Inhale to lift up the chest. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lifts up. Exhale, down. Two more like that. This next one, we're going to try hold in low boat. Feel free to drop the forearms if you like. If you want to make it harder, start to bring back the head. And we can take little rocks. Oh, boat rock sound effects are welcome. Just one more. And then let yourself release. Oh, come and find the ground. Take a few moments to let that release. Find the support beneath you. And now we're going to use some of this internal support that we've built We're going to come back to that same sequence. I'll add in a couple options if you want to play with them. All right. So when you're ready, we're going to rock and roll to start to take you back up to your boat. Then we're going to make our way to the top of the mat, whether you want to turn around and walk your way there or cross the shins, take the feet forward, forward fold. Take your blocks if you're using them, so again, they're nearby. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale to fold. We're going to start by lifting up the left leg, come the whole way to upright. Same sequence, go through a warrior 3. And then gently start to tip. One more breath there. And then you make your way towards your half moon. Now this time, if you'd like to bring in your Chapasana, starting to bend up the top leg, we can reach the left hand back towards. One more breath. Slowly release. Come back through warrior 3. Shift hands, maybe shift your block position. And we're going to pull that right hip back, extend up. Again, you can stay or you can bend that top leg. You can even reach the hand towards it. We'll take one more breath. Think of rotating top of the head forwards. Now this time, we're going to see if we can take that left knee straight into the chest. Figure 4. See if you can sit just a little lower. One more breath. And then both feet to the ground. Give your legs a shake, shrug the shoulders up. Big sigh out. Straight to second side. Inhale the right knee up, take your time. Exhale, start to play with length. Then if you'd like to, start to tip the angle. One more breath. If you're wobbling. No, that's all good. We'll start to find our half moon when you're ready. Wobbling is quite literally how our body learns. We can't build strength. We can't start to find our center until we kind of find the edges. So we can't really get stronger without the wobbles. So welcome them in. You can start to bend up the top leg. You can take your Chapasana if you like. Then think of bow, like you're trying to kick up and over. Start to release. Square the hips. We're going to go for our revolves. You can move your block if you like. Start to pull that left hip back. Think heart rotates round. You can stay. You can bend it up. One more breath. Okay, last little bit. We come to find figure 4. Right knee is going to go the whole way into the chest. Press down, press down, press down. Then flexing the foot. Sitting the hip low. 2 breaths. One more there. And take the feet down. Really well done. Let's shrug the shoulders up. Big noisy sigh. Just one more like that. Let it go. Feel the ground beneath you. Any strength, any support you've built in the physical body. And keep coming back to that collection of your awareness, your attention on your breath. We'll start to take our way down to the ground. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up, look to thumbs. Exhale, little fold, you can bend the knees, chin to chest. Inhale, half lift. We're going to go straight back to a child's pose today. So dropping the knees as you step back, hips to heels, doming the spine. Little bits of movement if you like. Then we're going to take a seated figure 4. So take your time to take the hips to the ground. We're going to take the right foot on top of the left thigh and we're going to welcome in a bit of movement here. Oh. So just starting to explore this kind of range of motion where those different pockets of sensation are for you. Breathing with them as much as you can. And then switching sides. Last couple breaths here. As always, take any last additional movements that you'd like to. If you're with me, we're going to close the practice with an alternate nostril breath, Nadi Shodhana, just to start to bring us back down. So you can take yourself to a comfortable seat once you've taken any movements that you need. Allow the spine to draw long. And the shoulders to drop. Left hand can stay as it is, or you can play with hand positions, palm facing up or taking a mudra. Right hand, thumb and little finger will frame the nostrils, and peace fingers will press to the center of the brow. Let's inhale here together. Exhale together. One more full inhale. Close down the right nostril. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close. Open right. Exhale. Inhale right. Close. Open left. Exhale. You can keep the breath as it is or start to bring in a head movement. As you inhale left, you can let the chin lift. Close, switch. As you exhale, gently tuck the chin to the chest. Inhaling, chin lifts. Close, switch. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. Close, switch, exhale. Inhale. Close, switch, exhale. Bring the right hand down. Let's inhale through both. Exhale through both. Take a few moments just to notice, to feel any of the subtle effects of the pranayama. Bring your awareness back to your center. Some people like to use the center of the chest, other people more of the center of the torso. See what resonates with you. Just gently gathering your attention to it again. Breathe in and out of that space. In a lot of the yogic practices or philosophies, it's believed our innermost being is this connectedness, this loving awareness that kind of limitlessly exists within us. So maybe you visualize breathing back or coming back to that place. We'll take the hands to prayer when you're ready. Take an inhale. Exhale to bow the head. Bowing to your practice, your heart and your hands. Thank yourself. Be grateful for this fabulous, fabulous body and the way it continues to support you. And acknowledging the practice itself. Something that's been practiced for thousands of years. That's filtered its wonderful, wonderful way to be here with us today. Jai. Thank you so much, guys. Let me know what you think. Lots and lots of love. Have a great day.